The 2022 season was wild, historic. Certainly one of the seasons of all time for the Minnesota Twins there. I had a bet that Buxton was finally going to play over 100 games. He tossed that money out. Again, proving fragile, handle with care. But there was a lot of great moments this season, of course. We had one of the greatest MVP races of all time between Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. The Mariners and the Phillies ended the two longest standing playoff droughts in baseball. And Bob Melvin showing that when the going gets tough, don't bring in your superstar closer who's been untouchable in the playoffs against maybe the hottest hitter in the postseason. Let's reflect with Finest coming soon. Let's talk about it. Leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel as always, and let's get into it. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, Magic Spoon, reinventing the way we eat cereal. Just like many other kids, my childhood could be defined by two things: cartoons and sugary breakfast cereals. But now, I can reach back into that same nostalgia with peace of mind, because all of Magic Spoon's cereals are grain-free, containing 13 to 14 grams of protein and 0 grams of sugar per serving, which fits perfectly into my lifestyle of strength training and weightlifting. I can now enjoy these great tasting cereals without worry of it cutting into my goals. Magic Spoon offers a great variety of flavors featuring classics like cocoa, frosted, and my favorite that I've tried so far, peanut butter. And you can build your very own variety box, assemble the different cereals you want, and they'll ship it right to your door. That maple waffle and blueberry muffin are calling my name. Use the link in the description, and my promo code GOMES is going to get you $5 off your order. You're also going to get a 100% money back guarantee if you don't love it, but I have a feeling you will. Thank you again to Magic Spoon. In a brief second, want to shout out MLB22 Card Art on Twitter. His link will be in the description below. I love the work that the designers do in the game there, but I'll be honest, his is better. If they're hiring, they absolutely should have this man on the top of their list because his work is exquisite. Starting things off, the Orioles here, very fun team this year, which a lot of people wouldn't have predicted. Over 500, awesome to see. Should be clear-cut, Adley Rutschman. A lot of people would kind of write him off because, Julio had a better season. Well, Adley was also, fan-fucking-tastic. The guy had 5 WAR in 120 games. He didn't play, the first month and a half. Mark my words, this guy could be an MVP by the end of things. I see a lot of, Buster Posey type trajectory. Is that going to be 3 World Series, 3 chips for the Orioles? Yes, absolutely. Write it in stone. Put your money in Vegas right this second. Felix Bautista, also, as you guys know, it's 1 per 30 teams for the Team Affinity featured program, but they also release a pack usually. So Felix Bautista also could deserve a card there as well. Has not gotten an upgrade all year. The Red Sox, my prediction is going to be Rafi Devers. He had an insane POTM, and no, I'm not going to be critiqued by the use of that word right there. You could still start that man, and he is going to be damn good on your team. Really fell off in the second half there, unfortunately, but I do think he's going to get theirs. Other options, Xander Bogaerts, I think, should get a card in some variety. The New York Yankees, obviously. There's really one guy who kind of stands out here, erect amongst the Flacids, and that's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Most people assuming that he's going to get their card right there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're going to save him for the big collection. I don't think he's going to receive it, and neither Aaron Judge. I'm going to say Nasty Nestor. Nestor Cortez. Hasn't really gotten an upgrade this year. Pitched very well for the Yankees. Probably their best starter overall on the season. Also, I do want to say Judge has a chance of getting a finest card or something. There's definitely room for improvement right here. You can't fix the 6'7" height unless you put him on his knees. The strike zone's going to be massive. It is what it is. But maybe he gets contact left. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Maybe we'll see an upgrade for him. The Tampa Bay Rays, again, shoestring budget, managing to make do, scoring all of 1 run in the postseason. Good thing they don't spend any fucking money. Shane McClanahan is going to be my pick for them here. Pretty clear cut. He had a fantastic year. Sadly went down with an injury. Otherwise, he would definitely be competing for the Cy Young Award here. Not really somebody who I'm going to be using in Diamond Dynasty and ranked seasons, or maybe even Conquest, but absolutely deserving of their card right there. The Blue Jays is an interesting one. I mean, it's a team who has Danny Jansen currently as their highest overall player. He was really good. My two top guesses here, because Bo Bichette got a card. Vlad, I'm sure, is going to get a Classic Finest or something from last year. But Manoah has a 98 already. He was great. He was really good. Same thing with Kirk. He was really good, but he has a 97 overall card. So I'm assuming their finest, they probably get slight upgrades, but it's tough. They're pretty jammed right now, but that's going to be my pick for them. Maybe Danny Jansen gets something as well. The White Sox here, very disappointing year. Maybe even more so than my Twinkies. Dylan Cease, I don't know why SDS has such a hate boner for this guy, but he has not gotten an upgraded card all year for a near 6-war campaign. Crazy, but he absolutely should be getting their finest card right there, because who else would get it, truly? The Guardians, a lot of love you're going to see from me here with the Guardians. You might think as a Twins fan I'm going to shit on them, but how could I? They're so much better than us. Jose Ramirez, every card he gets has a big hindrance, and it's usually one-sided contact. It's either he doesn't hit righties that well that year, or he doesn't hit lefties. And this year, he hit 230 against southpaws. So he gets a finest card. It's going to suffer from a bit attribute dysfunction. Not too much. I expect these to be juiced up. But yeah, Jose Ramirez is going to be my pick. Two other guys that absolutely should get upgrades here. Andres Jimenez. Again, I've said it so many times. If he played for a team that wasn't located in Ohio, he would be so much more hyped. Get so much more praise. Same thing could be said with Steven Kwan. Prove it again that chicks dig the infield single and good route taken to an outfield baseball. Unorthodox type year. He put up about 6 WAR this season. Pretty much a shoe-in for a Gold Glove. Was very good. Probably wouldn't be very good. Kind of gives me Luis Ariz vibes. Love the man, but he's probably not going to be too good at the game. The Tigers, Lord help me, if it was up to me, they wouldn't get a card, truly. Nobody here deserves one at all. Finest. They're fine in the way that, you know, your girlfriend says, oh yeah, I'm fine. And it doesn't fucking talk to you for the next, like, hour. I don't know. Maybe Andrew Shafin. Maybe it's going to be Tarek Skubal. Lord knows. The Kansas City Royals, I mean, they were pretty much the same place in the standings, but they'd have some more stellar performances. Brady Singer, I think, is pretty much guaranteed to get their card right there. Put up a really good season, bounce back in his really breakout campaign. Like it a lot. He's usable to a point, 4 pitches, but with that sinker, that is, of course, a very good one. The Twins, it has to be Joan Duran. Please give us this card. Release him. Double Outlier. The Splinker and the Four-Seamer both receiving Outlier. Has a nice velo differential on the cutter and a 12-6 that, I mean, you know, it's the 12-6 curveball. Half the time it's in the dirt, half time it's right down the middle, even on a perfect input, damn it. He's so good. I really want him to get the card there. Again, said the same thing with Buxton. Correa already got a 99. Fuck it. Give Ariz a card. It can't really be much worse than the 97 they dropped. Astros, very tough. They're still playing, so we don't know what postseason cards they're going to get. Guys like Verlander, one would hope he's not going to get with this piss-poor pitch mix. I mean, nobody looks at a 4-seam slider, 12-6, and circle changeup and says, I can't wait to use that in ranked. So hopefully he gets a Tigers flashback. But Altuve put up, I think, a 30 home run, 900 OPS year. Would definitely be a very strong candidate. Same thing with Yordan, Kyle Tucker, Jeremy Pena, Framber Valdez. It's quicker to tell the guys that wouldn't deserve finest cards for Houston. They're so good. The Angels, I made a couple jokes, a series of them lately. I don't hate the Angels. I just wish these two had better homes. I wish they could maybe experience October weather while playing in a baseball stadium. That being said, Trout, while having maybe the biggest slump of his career, still put up 40 homers and almost 1,000 OPS in about 120 games. I really want to see a finest card from him so he can actually get these quirks, which he never does on flashback cards, you know, with a classic finest or like an MVP card. He won't get quirks. So I'd love to see him get his card there. Ohtani, I'm thinking, is going to be a Takashi collection. Apart from that, Taylor Ward and Patrick Sandoval, I think both could be deserving for a pack. You know, not quite 99 overalls. Take your pick on who gets deserved there. The A's, you could almost say the same thing as the Tigers. Good Lord, proving once more how effective Moneyball is truly. I mean, hey, you get what you pay for. Sean Murphy is going to be on my pick there. He was good. He had a really good season. He didn't get traded, which a lot of people thought he would. But he's going to be my selection. I mean, it could be maybe Cole Irvin, Paul Blackburn, but I'm going to go with Sean Murphy right there. The Mariners, obviously, it is Julio. He has a 97 and a 98. It's time to complete the trifecta, give him the 99. The old Salvador Perez treatment from last year, getting 50 fucking diamond cards. But he deserves it. Hell of a year. Want to see him on MLB 23 cover. That's my early pick. Also, Eugenio Suarez. We'll give him some love. Give him a pack finest there as well. The Rangers. Is it going to be one of the two players that got paid $1 billion to play for them? No. It is someone much greater. Nate Lowe, or now Nathaniel Lowe. One of the rare times that you could say the Rays lost a trade. He's proven them wrong here. He had a slow start to them. They dealt him. He put up an 840 OPS season, which was really good. Moving to the National League, the Braves, again, have a lot of candidates right here. We're going to start with the top three. Spencer Strider, Michael Harris, and Max Fried. Take your pick who gets the program card, but all three better get 99s here. And toss AJ Minter in the loop there as well. One of the best relievers from the 2022 season. Not somebody who I'm probably going to use with that pitch mix there, but, you know, just a card to say that he got one. The Marlins. Again, Jazz Chisholm, tough to say. I'm sure they want to give him a card very much. They love this man. Which I get why. He's very fun. He's electric. But it's probably going to be Sandy Alcantara to be real. He's the Cy Young. I mean, he's got to get their finest card. It's simple as that. My only request is, please God, give him a K per 9 higher than the amount of wins the Marlins had this season. It is tough to use 60 K per 9. The Mets. My pick is going to be Edwin Diaz for their top one. Not exactly one that gets me rock hard here with 2 fastballs and a slider, but certainly deserving. The Trumpets were out in full force this year for Edwin Diaz. Just sadly, he was playing taps in the playoffs there for the Mets. Otherwise, could definitely get a few more. Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil. Nimmo just got a card, 98 from the postseason. If they love us, if STS has a soul, would they give us an upgraded Adam Ottavino? Please. I beg of you. The Phillies, again, tough one. They're still playing. They have a lot of options, but I'm going to pick JT Realmuto. Such a good season. Probably the best catcher, again, proving it in 2022 here. Would love to see a really strong hitting card from him because I do love his swing. Other cards, you know, they could get Schwarber, they could get Nola, they could get Wheeler. Probably not Harper since he's set in stone. He's going to get some sort of postseason card, even if he goes hitless in the World Series. The Nationals. I don't think they're going to go and give us a Juan Soto or a Josh Bell here, so it's going to be the man who somehow has 100 green parallels. I'm the 79th person. That's... he's been playing for a while. How do only 100 people have him paralleled once? He's going to be their finest there. Not just out of pity either. He was very good. He was 930 OPS guy once he came in. You could really go Nico Horner or you could go Ian Happ. You could go one of two ways here. Now, since I want somebody who doesn't swing a overcooked spaghetti noodle at the plate, doesn't have a ISO that's less than Tristan McKenzie's weight, I'm going to pick Ian Happ because he'd be a hell of a lot more fun. Would love to see him get a card here. Switch hitter, sweet swing, super utility guy with usually pretty balanced splits. He moved down to a 76 here. But please, I would love to see a big upgrade for him. The Reds, pretty much between these two right here, Alexis Diaz, Edwin's brother with the same pitch mix, just a little bit worse, or Nick Lodolo, actually a pretty fan favorite. He doesn't have 3, he has 4 pitches on his future stars, so hopefully they give us the benefit of the doubt right there, but it's probably one of those two. Lord knows it couldn't be anybody else in Cincinnati. The Brewers have quite a few options. I don't know if Corbin deserves it this year. They have a lot of candidates. Still very good, just not quite as excellent as his Cy Young season last year. But we're all suckers for Corbin cards, so please give us an upgrade. 99 edition. Also, I'd love to see Devin Williams. Was fantastic once his knuckles healed up from punching that wall last year in the playoffs. Great decision. Kind of reminds me of McCullers or someone on the Astros, I forgot, who had a champagne-related injury. I want to do a full video talking about the wackiest injuries in baseball. Pirates just give us Brian Reynolds and don't think too much about it, even though he was a little underwhelming this year. The Cardinals, I'm going to go with Paul Goldschmidt Goldschmidt. Arenado, I imagine they're going to give maybe like a classic finest with the Rockies. He could get one for the Cardinals as well, but I don't know what they're going to do as far as that goes. Then Ryan Helsley. He's gotten a ton of cards this year. What's one more? Again, hard to make him too much better. Just make him a little bit more BB9, and it would slightly increase his value. The D-backs, it's tough. You know, you think it's Zach Gallen. He just got a 98 like a month ago. He's going to be my pick here, I guess. Juice him to the gills, man. Just give him a cannon. Make him throw 98 for no reason, or for the reason to make him good. Then Dalton Varsho, very cool. Catcher, really good defender, and yeah, streaky hitter, but, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt when he was better offensively. The Rockies, it should be nobody else than Daniel Bard. Be very fun. I love this card in Battle Royale, so give him a nice 99 who can actually throw strikes. 51 PB9 is rough. Those pars are beach ball sized. The Dodgers, we're going to go with Freddie Freeman right here. Again, there's so many opportunities to get finest cards right here. It's frankly pretty ridiculous. You could argue they should just give him a Braves card and he'd be better because he only hit, I think, 20 home runs this year. But otherwise, we're going to give Will Smith a shout out. Evan Phillips could be very fun. Sinker cutter combo is like a softer throwing Blake Trinan right there. You know, Tony Gonsolin, Julio Urias, there are two options as well. Just it wouldn't really be too fun in the game, so take it or leave it. Manny Machado, he's either getting a postseason card or a finest. Take your pick. Please make him good. Machado, I feel, never actually gets really good cards. They're always like, yeah, you know, he's a card that you could slot in at third base for sure. So just juice him up. Come on. He's so good. It's crazy how underrated this man has become at this point. Also, Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove. I'm sure one's going to get a postseason card. Whoever doesn't get it, give him a finest. Then finally, wrapping things up with the Giants right here, Carlos Rodon. Who knows who he's going to play for next year, but he was pretty damn good with the Giants. Definitely deserving of a finest card right there. And that's going to wrap it up. Way longer than I had anticipated for this video, but typically how it goes, I suppose. Leave a like, as always. Let me know who in the comment section down below you want to see get finest cards. And thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. That comes out to you.